Are we recording? I hit record. Oh, I am recording. Okay. Hello, kindergartners. I am trying a slightly, well, quite a bit different setup. I have my document camera here so you can see in front of me because we are doing our first lesson in subtraction. So before you continue with this first lesson, please do the pre-assessment page, okay? So do that. You can pause here and do that now and then come back after you finished it, okay? All right, welcome back. Or good job that you did that first. Okay, so we're gonna talk about subtraction and using pictures to subtract within 5. Okay, so the largest number that we're working with today to start out kind of some baby steps is within 5. So quick question and review. If I show you this equation, what is it asking me to do? Okay, no, this is not subtraction. I'm gonna ignore that. No, this is not subtraction, it is addition. It's a different operation, which is what we call whatever we're doing with numbers is an operation. So addition is an operation, subtraction is an operation. That was very crooked. Subtraction is an operation, multiplication is an operation, and division is an operation. So you've heard me say that when we've worked with word problems. We'll read the word problem, we ask our questions, and then we get to the part where we solve and we take the information that we know and we ask ourselves, what operation am I doing? Okay, so far you've only had to worry about addition, which is asking us to take this number and combine it with this number, okay? So we've got this group plus this group is going to equal a bigger group. We're combining, okay? So that's just a review on addition with our number sentences. We've done a few other units in between, okay? So subtraction is the opposite of addition, okay? Where addition, we're taking group A, group B, and we're combining it to make a bigger group. Subtraction is just the opposite. We're taking this group and taking away a group, and that will leave us with a smaller group, okay? All right, so I have 5 bears. I have 5 bears. I want to give 2 to Lynn. I have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? If I give 2 to Lynn, how many do I have left? 1, 2, 3. You just subtracted. Pat yourself on the shoulder. Okay, all right, so today we're going to start working on subtraction, okay? So this little line here, that is the subtraction sign, okay? All right, just a straight line. So here's a number, there's a number, and this in the middle is your subtraction sign. If you see just that single line, you know you are going to subtract, okay? All right. I have some circles. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3. Okay, all right. Here's my equation, okay? How many am I starting with? I'm starting with 3. 1, 2, 3, like we just counted. Okay, and looking at this subtraction sentence, am I getting more or am I taking some away? I am taking some away, and you know this because we see that subtraction symbol, okay? So how can I use this picture to help me solve this? I'm glad you asked and you know you were thinking it, okay? So here is what I encourage students to do. Cross out with just an X. We don't need to do any of this. You don't need to do any of that because you might make a mistake in the learning process, and that's okay, isn't it? That is okay. We learn from our mistakes. We grow by making mistakes. But if you scratch it all out, you can't see it, right? So all you have to do is put one little X using pencil most of the time, okay? And that will help your eyes see. We're gonna pretend that those are gone, okay? And then for subtraction, you ask yourself, how many are left? That's gonna be one of your questions in a word problem that should make you go ding, ding, ding. I am going to be subtracting, okay? How many are left? How many are there now, okay? Those are clues that you are subtracting. But remember with addition, questions like how many are there now? How many are there in all, okay? Those tell you clues that you're going to add, okay? So just like with addition, there are clues, and when we get to word problems, there are clues that we are subtracting, okay? All right, so that leaves me with how many? 1, okay? I'm gonna get my big eraser because using the little erasers, gee, I wonder which one is going to erase faster. Okay, let's do a couple more and then we'll go into our practice pages. Okay, all right. Okay, what about this one? Is my procedure going to change? I'm starting out with 4. I'm going to take away, because I see subtraction, I'm going to take away 2. 1, 2. How many do I have left? 1, 2. Okay? Yeah? All right, let's try one more. And this eraser just gets rid of all the colors. Much better. Ooh, let's make these peaches. I've been in the mood for peaches. And Trader Joe's doesn't have peaches yet. We need to have that are so juicy and they ripen really fast. All right. Teacher bought 5 peaches from Trader Joe's. He ate 4 of them. How many does Lynn get? No, we would share. We would share. Okay, so we're starting out with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are taking away 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many are left? 1. 1 peach. Label, label, label. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at our practice pages. I'm going to move this. My little Post-its here show me a goal area to try and put the practice page so that you guys can see it under the camera. How cool is that? All right. Okay, so we're just doing, I'm going to use a crayon. You guys should use a pencil. Please, please, please. use a pencil. I'm going to use a crayon or a marker. You know this, so that you can see. All right. Whew, this is pretty perfect. You guys can see the whole page. All right. Name at the top. Okay. We're going to count first and then cross out the bubbles to subtract and then write the answer. Okay. So we should start out with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're taking away 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're left with 1. Okay. All right. We've got 1, 2, 3. We're taking away 1. We're left with 2. Boom. Done. Okay. We're starting out with 4, taking away 3. 1, 2, 3, left with 1. Always look at your math equation first. Okay? Always look at it first. Always look at it. 2, and say it to yourself. 2 minus 0 equals blank. Then do your thing to get your answer. Okay? All right, you can finish that later. All right, now you're seeing, this is the first time you kindergartners have seen number bonds, but it certainly will not be the last. With a number bond, the number in the big circle is your total number. The 2 little bubbles are the numbers or the parts that make up the big one, okay? All right, so we're going to cross out the paint brushes to complete the number bond. So here we're starting out with 5. That's our big number. And guess what? Whether we're doing a math problem vertically, up and down like this, or horizontally like this, the procedure doesn't change. Okay? All right, so 5 minus 1, and this line is the same thing as equal when you're going vertically, okay? So here's the 5, our total number. Here's our 1, the first number that we're taking away, and we're gonna complete the number bond by crossing out 1 and counting how many we have left, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and the way you can check these is by adding the 2 numbers in the little bubbles, and if their sum is the same as this number, you've done it right. So 1 plus 4 does equal 5. Good job, you did it right. Okay, all right, so 2 minus 0 equals, here's the 2, here's the 0. I'm actually not going to cross any out on this one, am I? Because this number tells you how many you're crossing out. Okay, so 0, how many do I have left? 1, 2. And 2 plus 0 equals 2. And I think we're supposed to write the number below this equal sign, okay? Last year I had some kiddos that were writing it up here because I hadn't explained that part. Oopsies. You're gonna write it below. When you get older, you're gonna end up putting a box. Sometimes you might see a box, and that's the area where you put your answer, okay? I remember being in junior high and middle school, if we were doing a lot of our addition, subtraction, any operation really, we had to draw a box around our answer so that our teacher knew exactly what he or she was looking at when it came time to grading. Okay, so just pretend there's a little invisible box that this line is the top of. Think of that's the area to put your answer, okay? All right, you can finish those on your own. Ooh, when I shake. Ooh, that's pretty cool. You guys can finish this page on your own. All right, so now we're using more pictures to subtract, okay? You're gonna need a paper clip and we're gonna spin. Let me grab a paper clip. I've got my pile. I'm gonna try and use a little one because that's a little spinner. And you'll need a pencil and a paper clip. Okay, so I'll do the first couple with you. Okay, so we're gonna spin the spinner and color the matching number of paw prints to complete the subtraction sentence. So the number that we spin is gonna be how many we are taking away. We're gonna color them this time instead of putting an X on them, okay? And the number in the paw here is just the problem number, 1, 2, 3. So that's not going to affect our equation here, the spinning wheel. All right, ready? And boo! Oh, I landed on 4. So I'm gonna write a 4 so I remember, and then we're gonna color. I'm gonna cross them. I encourage you to cross them off first to make sure that you're counting the correct. So we can still do X's, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm gonna color them in really quick. And how many am I left with? 1. Okay. All right, I'll do one more. Boo! 5. So I'm gonna write a 5 right here. And notice that I'm going backwards. Usually when we do addition, we're gonna go left to right, but subtraction is the opposite of addition. So we're doing the opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if coloring like this is too hard, turn your page. Turn your page, okay? But if you're not coloring the whole thing, you know, box out the edge so you don't color outside the lines, okay? All right, that should be pretty fun, pretty easy, okay? Just in case you guys don't have a paper clip, how about if I spin 4 times to give you the second number that you are subtracting, and then you can solve it on your own, okay? All right. Oh, I already did a 5, so let's try and not repeat. Oh. All right, that's on a 3. So let's do 5 minus 3 for that one. You're gonna solve it later. Okay, 5 minus 1. Normally, if we were in school, I would let you do this whole thing on your own, but this is just in case you don't have a paper clip. If you do have a paper clip and you want to spin, go for it. Okay, up for 5 minus 2. Okay, all right. Ooh. And 5 minus 5. Okay, I'll repeat. I'll let that one repeat because I think we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So one of them is going to end up getting repeated. Okay, so either spin on your own or solve these later. Okay, all right, and this one's going to have another spinner, and you're going to do the same procedure. So I'm not going to help you solve these, but I'll spin for you again, just in case you don't have a paper clip, okay? And then we'll write those down, and you can solve them. All right, 5 minus 2. Let's do 5 minus 3, so we don't repeat. 5 minus 1. 5 minus 5. Okay, and because we have not done a 4 yet, let's have this one be 5 minus 4. And then so we've done them all at least once. And then 5 minus 3. Okay, all right, so then you can solve those on your own. Whoops, my staples fell apart. Uh-oh, I don't want to poke myself. All right. All right, so that's it. Subtraction is super easy. It can be quite intimidating, but you got this. You got this, okay? If you have any questions, have a grown-up call me. Otherwise, have a wonderful day.